And this is our gas station rewards presentation for the final sprint for sprint 4. Our team is Jacob Belz, myself, and Sara Hartley. Our product is a gas station rewards mobile app where users can add transactions for points and redeem those points for rewards. Users will also be able to view our inventory and view the current amount of points that they have, and also choose their reward type, be it gas, sandwich, or anything that we have on the application.
We have completed all of the tasks we planned out this sprint, except authenticating with OAuth that will have to be carried over to the next sprint. We mostly just, connected it to the database and set up a registration page. And for the next sprint, we're going to continue to work on the functionality with the database, add OAuth, and do the inventory aspect of the project, and also transfer it to the VM.
These are our problems and solutions. All except for this first one, they were carried over from this last mid-sprint. So this newest one is that we didn't know the rejects to check that the user's address on the registration page was at least 6 words. So we just kind of used some tutorials and used an online rejects compiler to get the right one. And then I'll just briefly go over our old ones. So Android Studio's virtual devices, they wouldn't work, so we had to create new ones, specifically Google Pixel 6 Pro virtual devices. When we remade the project in React Native, we had some errors. This is mainly because we used a project off the internet and just kind of adapted it. We installed some libraries and we fixed some of the errors in the code. Another problem that we had last week was that we couldn't call a function from the constructor. It turns out we had to use it after the this.state section and using this.getText. And then also we could not fetch the data from the database. Turns out we had to use an IP address instead of localhost. This is our current product backlog. It is all updated to what we have currently. So they're all either completed or not started, apart from setting up authentication using OAuth. This is our Trello board. This is also all updated. These are all completed, except for this one. And then this is also our Gantt chart, just going the same thing.
Since last time, the overall progress has changed by adding the connection to the database and the registration page. Otherwise, the other stuff was there last week.
And for risk, our risk for the mid sprint is still the same. We still are a bit concerned about the security of the VM instance and the database. Passwords have still been set up, like we said previously, and the SSH key should be secure, but we're still considering installing stuff that's purely for security. And currently, for open issues, we have none as of late.
And now we're going to do the demo. So this is our app. So we're going to start by showing you the database so far. So it's pretty much the same thing. We are able to add users now. So we have some of our new, more custom users that we have added from the application. So Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. So now this is the registration page. So it does have validation on the information that we put in. So if we put in the wrong information here, it'll tell us what it needs. So they're all required. So if we try to do this, we need 2 names for this. So we have to do that. For the email address, it does need to be a valid email address and a Gmail. So if we do this, It'll tell us that we need a Gmail account, so we have to go here, make it a Gmail account, and we put a not valid address, which is going to be one that is not at least 6 words long. We can do it tells us we need a complete address. So now we can register, and you get taken back to Google login, and you can see that we now have Jane Doe in our database. So if we go, if you log in, we're back at this screen. We can add a reward that we want to purchase with our points. So we go here, can spend our points, and it'll say that we have spent 10 points. This will eventually actually deduct 10 points from that user's account.